and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving my review for Top Gun Maverick. So I'm a little late on my review. I don't know why it took me this long to do this review, to be honest. I watched this movie opening night out in Britain. I think it came out on the Wednesday. I watched it that night. I don't know why I didn't do a review. I did say I was going to, so I'm a little bit late, apologies. But it gave me a little time to digest the movie a bit, to have a little think about it and give my honest opinion, which is what I always do in my reviews. I talked to a few people from work who watched the movie. They absolutely loved it, and I'll say it myself, I did enjoy this movie. I thought it was a brilliant movie overall. But I'm kind of in a camp of my own, to be honest, of what I thought of it. But we'll see if other people thought that as well. So to start off, it was directed by John Krasinski, who directed Oblivion, which also starred Tom Cruise. So obviously the movie stars Tom Cruise. Val Kilmer's in it for a little cameo. Miles Teller plays Bradley Rooster Bradshaw, which is the son of Goose from the original movie. Jennifer Connelly's in it as the love interest. John Hamm is the admiral in charge of the mission, which I'll get into as well. And there is a cameo with Ed Harris in it as well as admiral in the beginning of the movie. So a little bit about the story. Like I said, I'm not going to go too much into it, but after another thing against the admirals, which Maverick seems to do in his career and all that in the beginning of the movie with a stealth type aircraft, trying to make Mach 10 and all that, he gets sent back to Top Gun by the advice of Admiral Iceman, Val Kilmer's character, to train pilots into going into a very dangerous, bit of like a suicide mission, a type of mission is where they have to blow up a uranium plant that's underneath the ground, but it has it's like a massive crater or like a dugout volcano type crater it is and all that. So it's a very risky thing, but Maverick thinks they want him to fly the mission, but they don't. They just want him to pick out the candidates they need for this mission. So you get all the gist of the candidates, similar to the first movie. You get the very cocky one, like Iceman, and that you get Rooster's a little bit like he is like a mixture of Maverick and Goose, to be honest. So them two are butting heads because there's a little bit in the story about them. So I'm not going to go too much into spoilers and all. I'm not going to say spoilers actually for this movie, because I do think you should go and watch it and all. You should go into it then, because when I went into this about the story, even the story was a bit of like, oh right, they're going there, is it? Because the trailers never really gave you that sense of what the story was. So yeah, them two are butting heads and that, and obviously we have the love interest then, and it is a bit about Maverick and what he leaves behind if he dies and all that. You know, if he dies in battle and all that, they do go into it a little bit, but that's part of my likes and dislikes of this movie and that. So that's about it for the story. I'm not going to go too much into it, to be honest, and that. So I will go into my likes and dislikes now, to be honest. So let's start off with my dislikes. And I think the one thing that really disappointed me with this film was the story. I think it did lack a lot. It did. I thought it was really going to delve deep into the Maverick Rooster. You know, Goose died on flying with him and all that. Other people might think, yeah, they do a lot with it, but I personally don't think they did. I don't think they had that moment where they properly reconciled. And yeah, it was a very disappointing thing. And it's like they brought Jennifer Connelly, great actress, wasted in this movie. They do a nice little. They try and do a nice. They don't do a nice. They do a nice. I've said it again. They do a little. She's his love interest. Like they've met before. They've had on and off relationship for years. So it kind of felt forced. Kind of added padding out the movie, in my opinion. I honestly don't think if you don't really care about that relationship, not like the first one where you kind of, you know, a little bit cat and mouse type of one in the first movie and all that. She, you know, she doesn't really want to be with him and all that because she's a teacher and all that, and a Top Gun, you know, in the original. This one just felt she's a bar owner and they go to a bar, you know, and they have a little bit of. It just felt padding out to the movie, in my opinion, and all that. And I'm not totally disappointed with the ending, but it is at a certain point in the movie. If you've ever seen Behind Enemy Lines, Owen Wilson, Gene Hackman movie, it just reminded me too much of that. Totally out left field of where the movie was and where it ended up at the end. It is, and yeah, I'm not saying it weren't a great, it weren't a good ending. Like, I didn't enjoy it. You know, it was fun, but it was kind of just, yeah, it just took you away from the. You know, it was just like you had one movie, and then all of a sudden just turned into another movie right at the end. So I was kind of a little bit disappointed with that, but they're my only three real. I wouldn't really say dislikes, but, you know, my nitpicks of the movie and that. But I'll go into my likes now, and pretty much everything else in the movie I loved. So the acting in this, brilliant. Tom Cruise, you know, he's a brilliant actor and all that. It is. I'm not too much into him with action movies, like the way, you know, being a full-on action star and all that. But there's no denying he's a great actor. He is. Like everyone pulls out. I mean, Miles Teller is brilliant in this as well, and all the bit parts like John Hamm, Monica Barbaro, who plays Phoenix, call sign Phoenix in it. She's great. There's a character whose call name is Bob, brilliant. Did want to say someone else. Oh, Lewis Pullman, yeah, is Bob. Jay Ellis, Payback. It is. Oh no, not Payback. Glenn Powell, sorry, is Hangman, who's the cocky. Probably the best pilot out of the lot of them, but he's the big cocky one and all. Similar to what Val Kilmer's character, etc. It is, but yeah, the acting in this is brilliant and all that. Obviously, what the movie is about is the air, the fight scene, the air chases, the aircrafts, etc. Absolutely blows the original out of the water. But then again, it's different times, CGI. And all that, and you can do better stuff these days, unfortunately, than you could back then. It is, but they are absolutely breathtaking. The action scenes in this movie are, and but yeah, absolutely amazing. I like the score. It's not memorable. It's not. They do add a bit of the original into the film, beef it up a little bit with a bit more of an orchestra and all that. So yeah, it's not as good as the original soundtrack, Top Gun soundtrack. That is a brilliant soundtrack. I think I showed it on my Top Gun review. I did the vinyl I got. So, but yeah, it's like Lady Gaga does a song. I can't even say what it is, to be honest, because it doesn't stick with you. Not like Kenny Logan's one in this and that. So his one's from the original, which is in this movie, just in the beginning part. And that cinematography's brilliant, the editing's brilliant, the sound quality of this is a movie. I understand why they done it. They postponed it now for two years. It's just, it needs to be seen on cinema. If you can see it on IMAX, that's probably even better. But I watched it on the big screen, and it is a movie that has to be seen on the big screen. Am I thinking of anything else now for my likes? Director does a stellar job as well. So overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I did really enjoy it. Yeah, there's a few nitpicks in there, that thing. Do I prefer the original over this? I probably do. Even though this film is technically probably way superior than the original. They don't try and make it that much of its own movie. Like, I read a tweet on things saying, oh, this movie brings nothing nostalgia and all. It doesn't go heavier. It goes very heavy on the nostalgia of this movie. That's the whole point of this movie. That's the selling point of this movie. It's the nostalgia of the original. Like, literally, the beginning of the movie is the exact same as the original Top Gun. So you have the title screen comes up, and you've got the orchestra playing the music, and it goes straight into the Kenny Loggins song with the you're on top of the aircraft carrier, people doing checks, aircrafts flying off. It's a carbon copy. There's other scenes in this movie which are carbon copy. It's carbon copy at the end of the movie as well of what happened at the end of Top Gun. It's just, to come out and say it's not. This movie's all about nostalgia. That's why it's making as much money. Yeah, it's a great film, but people are going to see it because it's from the original movie. They want to see a sequel for the original movie. So, yeah, to come out and say it's not a nostalgia, it's not much of a... It's totally nostalgia, this movie. That's the reason I went to see it, for the nostalgia. And I'm not dissing the nostalgia of the movie. It is. But, you know, it's great to see, to be honest. You see it loads in movies these days. You know, Ghostbusters Afterlife did it. I enjoyed that movie. It had a lot of things similar to the originals and all that. It's just like a nod to stuff and all that. So, yeah, that's what movie sequels and reboots are like. Same Star Wars Force Awakens has, you know, done the exact same thing. So, I'm not knocking it. But the people coming out and saying about it, it holds its own as his own movie. It's the nostalgia's in it. Great Balls of Fire, Rooster sings that in a bar. Exactly the same as the original movie. So people who come out and say stuff like that, I can't go with that. I can't. But yeah, overall, brilliant movie. It is a brilliant movie overall. I can't wait for it to come out. I know I really do want to watch it again, actually, in that. But do I prefer more than the original? No, I prefer the original. Probably for nostalgia reasons, because I do enjoy that. But I think it had more of a stronger story, the original did, because it's more of Maverick's, the way he was and how he transcends into a more of a kind of a team player towards the end of the movie than what he was. He's a bit selfish in that. He's still a little bit selfish in this movie, to be honest. It is, but he is trying to be a better guy and all that, but he doesn't seem to have changed too much in this movie. If you like this review, give it a thumbs up. Tell me down below what you thought of Top Gun Maverick, if you've seen it or if you're going to see it. Still in the cinema, it is. Should make quite a bit of money because I think Jurassic World's out this weekend. So I'll be going to see that. So keep an eye out for my review for that. I've got a couple of reviews coming out for that as well, for the Jurassic Park trilogy. The first trilogy, I'm going to do one video for all 3 videos, and then I'll do another video for Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Plus, I think I'm going to do a video for my collection of Jurassic Park. So I got all of them on Steelbook so far, and I've got a big sleeve edition Blu-ray set of them as well, which I might do a little video for all them. It is, and so yeah, just tell me what you think, and if you like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.